Oh wow, buckle in, get ready for fun and learning. This is a homeschool pop U.S. states video. In this video, we are learning about the state of Tennessee. The state of Tennessee! By the end of this video, you're going to know so much about Tennessee, and we're going to start right here. Where is Tennessee? If you needed to find Tennessee on a United States map, would you be able to? Alright, let's see. Here's a United States map. Where is Tennessee? Yeah, Tennessee is right here. Isn't that cool? The state of Tennessee is right here in a region of the United States called the Southeast. Tennessee is surrounded by a lot of states. In fact, there are 8 states that border the state of Tennessee. Bordering Tennessee to the north is the state of Kentucky. Then bordering to the northeast is the state of Virginia. Then bordering Tennessee to the east is the state of North Carolina. Then there are 3 states bordering Tennessee to the south. There's the state of Georgia, the state of Alabama, and Mississippi. Then bordering Tennessee to the west is the state of Arkansas, and to the northwest is the state of Missouri. Tennessee must never get lonely. I mean, it's bordered by 8 different states. To review, the state of Tennessee is right here. It's in a region of the United States called the Southeast, and the state of Tennessee is bordered by 8 different states. Hey, since we learned where Tennessee was and some of the states bordering the state of Tennessee, I wonder if Tennessee has any nicknames, any other names that the state of Tennessee goes by. Like my buddy Chomsky, he goes by the nickname Chestnut. Maybe Tennessee has a nickname too, or maybe 2 nicknames. Who knows? And don't ask about the story behind the nickname Chestnut. You don't even want to know. Don't even put it in the comment section below. Don't even ask us. Okay? Don't even ask. Well, in fact, Tennessee does have a nickname. Tennessee is commonly called the Volunteer State. Do you want to know why? Oh, this is a cool story. To find out why Tennessee is the Volunteer State, we have to reach far back into time. And I'm just gonna ignore the elephant. There's no reason for an elephant to be on the screen right now. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's not welcome. I don't want to be rude, but listen, he's dressed nice, but there's no reason for him to be on here. We're talking about Tennessee, the Volunteer State, okay? We're going back to the early 1800s. You see, the War of 1812 was going on, and the state of Louisiana was under attack. The country of Great Britain was trying to take some of the land that the United States purchased in the early 1800s from France in the Louisiana Purchase. A man named Andrew Jackson was leading the American forces. You might recognize his name because later on he actually became President of the United States. The American forces needed help. They needed to make sure that they didn't lose any territory to Great Britain. Do you remember all 8 states that Tennessee is bordered by? Well, none of them is the state of Louisiana. Louisiana is down here. And yet, something in the people of Tennessee stirred, and they said, we have to help. We have to help Louisiana. We have to help with this war, with this cause. We have to do what's right. Oh man, I wasn't gonna cry. The state of Tennessee, the people of the state of Tennessee volunteered. They said, we're gonna help. To volunteer means to freely offer to do something. They said, we want to help. We want to help you win this war. We don't want Great Britain to take your land. And they were victorious. They won. They won. It was great. And Louisiana was like, oh my goodness, Tennessee, you guys volunteered. You know, you volunteered. You helped us win. And that is why Tennessee is the volunteer state. To this day, Tennessee is known as the volunteer state. Whew, that's awesome. Good job, Tennessee. Now let's look at the flag of the state of Tennessee. Here is the flag of the state of Tennessee. It's a red flag that has a thick blue stripe on the far right-hand side of the flag, and that blue stripe is separated from the rest of the flag by a thin white line. There is a blue emblem in the center of the flag with 3 white stars. These 3 stars represent the main 3 divisions of the state of Tennessee: East Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and West Tennessee. Speaking of the different areas of the state of Tennessee, let's look at some cool places you can find here. Right here is the city of Nashville. Nashville is the capital of Tennessee. Then, in the far southwest corner of the state of Tennessee is the city of Memphis. Memphis is the largest city in Tennessee. Here's a picture of the capital of Tennessee, Nashville. Nashville is nicknamed Music City because it's a huge center for music, country music, and all different types of music as well. Alright, here's our final fact. What is the state bird of Tennessee? The state bird of Tennessee is the mockingbird, and as their name suggests, these cute little birds love to mock or mimic sounds. Even though they aren't quite as good as parrots at this, they can also mimic even people. If they're around people enough, they can start mimicking you. If you're ever around a mockingbird, and you can be like, hey, mock me. Thanks for watching this video on the state of Tennessee, the volunteer state.